Mark, do you remember back in the day, the late night show, the Dave Letterman show?
Yeah.
It's Late Night with David Letterman.
I saw Donald Trump. This guy, is he trying to look like Elvis? Is that what he's trying to do?
And he always did the top 10 list.
Yes.
I loved the top 10 list. I like when they had a special guest come in and they would read them themselves, but today, we're not good enough. We're not Dave Letterman.
No.
We can only do 5.
We only got 5.
5 reasons. 5.
But it's like an executive summary. I love reading executive summaries because I don't like to read. So just give me the short
Give me the important stuff.
The problem is I hate reading. I get bored.
Yeah.
The top 5 things that I want to know. And so we're going through today, and we get questions all the time, either through on the channel, emails, text messages. These are some, I would say, the top 5 things that we get asked all the time.
Yeah. So the first one is retirement. Is South Carolina a good place to retire? What do you think? I think yes, off the bat.
Absolutely. And as is evidenced by about half of our clients are retirees coming in this area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Somerville is known as the 55 plus mecca of the Southeast now. We have 7 different 55 plus active adult retirement places to live, soon to be 8 next year here towards the end of 2025, 2026.
Yeah, I think the weather, there's just a lot of reasons. There's lots of stuff to do. So some of the and we do have a lot of people that retire here that don't go into the 55 pluses.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of really nice new neighborhoods with great amenity centers, great environment, great social things to do that are not in 55 pluses. That have some really great one-story homes. And that's really the biggest thing that most of our retirees are looking for is one story. So Nexton's full of stuff that isn't in Carnes, where I live too. One levels that are not part of one of those 55 pluses.
And a lot of retirees, go to Florida, they come back here because it's a little bit less to live here, first of all. Second of all, I don't think they tax Social Security in this state.
Right.
So check with your tax accountant to be sure.
We are not accountants.
No. We hire accountants.
Yes.
But so check with that. That's obviously a plus if you're retiring here. And then, we've talked about it on other videos where a lot of people like to travel. We've got kids that are in Florida, kids that are in Maryland, and kids that are in Tennessee, and the parents just kind of want to be in the middle of all that so that everybody can come to their house, but then they can travel around to those houses as well.
And one thing that I want to bring up with that is that we have so many regional carriers here flying into the Charleston airport that it is super simple and a lot of one-way or one-plane trips to get to things up and down the East Coast. So if you're heading back home or you're heading to see the kids or the kids are coming here, it's really easy. And some of those, like Andrew and I have flown Breeze a bunch of times now. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love Breeze. Actually, we looked up for a client the other day. There's a direct flight from Charleston to Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a huge airport,
right? Not even
but we have a direct flight.
Thinking they'd have non-stops to.
Yeah, super cool. So that's number 1. So number 2, you already talked about it a little bit, the climate.
Yeah.
People love living here because you get kind of like 2 seasons instead of 4, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you would?
I would say 2 seasons and then 2 half seasons.
Okay.
There's no extreme cold here for the most part. Like we will see some days that get down into the 20s and 30s occasionally. It's not a normal thing, but it's often 60, 70 degrees in January, February, December. It's really nice. Now, the flip side is, July and August sometimes.
Yeah, it's I'm sweating a little bit now.
Just thinking about it?
Just thinking about it, yeah. We're out in this weather all the time. It's definitely a shorts, hey dudes, shoes, and golf shirt kind of
seriously,
community.
Take a second. For God's sakes, look at us. If we've survived August here, you'll be
anybody
fine.
Can. Yes, anybody can.
It's not that big of a deal. What was it? But did he die?
But did you die?
Yeah.
But did you die?
You'll be fine. Nice weather. We like it.
All right. And one other reason, so number 3, job opportunities. People are moving here from all over for job opportunities, not only with the federal government, but we have
lots
Bosch,
of big industry.
The
Boeing, Mercedes, Volvo, Google, Walmart, all of the ancillary companies to support. Let's say, like when you have a Volvo in town, it's not just Volvo in town. You've got 20 companies that support Volvo. Probably 50 companies here that support Boeing.
Right.
So it is, and remember, jobs are what drives real estate. So we feel like this is a really healthy real estate market because of the jobs that are here and the jobs that are coming here. There's some big things planned for Dorchester County and Berkeley. It's constantly increasing. And
supposedly the Coast Guard is expanding here too.
Are they really?
Yeah. So they're supposed to be making Charleston one of the biggest. What do they call them? Ports?
Oh, for the Coast Guard.
For the Coast Guard.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder if they could put one of them helicopters here, because they had a Coast Guard helicopter here, but they moved it down to like around Jacksonville or Beaufort or something. And, what the hell? That's a cool helicopter.
Oh yeah.
And we're not talking about real estate
no.
at all. Back to business.
All right. Now, a lot of people, whether you're coming here to retire or not, are going to ask about healthcare. What's the healthcare like?
Yeah.
We've got 3 different major providers for healthcare.
3 chains.
Yeah.
Plus, we've got a VA here, so that's important to a lot of our clients. There's a big VA downtown, and then there's also like a satellite location over Goose Creek side of town. But you've got 3 major hospital chains. There's in Somerville, where we do a lot of our business. We've got Somerville Medical Center. We've got the Roper over at Berkeley. My family's been there several times when my kids did stupid things and went to the emergency department.
Thank you for supporting our healthcare.
Yes, I'm supporting the local healthcare. And there's a big new MUSC. That's kind of the biggest teaching hospital here in town.
One of the biggest employers.
And they've got the children's hospital.
Yes.
Also, but
it's the only children's hospital in the state.
It is.
I don't know if you knew that.
No, there's no children's hospital in Columbia?
No, that's what I was told by Riley.
Really?
So this is words of Riley, my son, who works at MUSC.
He works there. He should know.
He should know. Yeah.
And then chains Palmetto Primary Care is who my family goes to, and they've got general practitioners and all of the specialists and the urgent care centers, phlebotomy labs, X-ray centers, all that stuff, all right here in Somerville.
And even if you live in other areas like Columbia or Greenville, people are coming here to Charleston for those specialty doctors. So living so close, within an hour of Charleston itself, is a huge benefit for sure. And then the last one, we get all kinds of questions. Hurricanes.
Oh yeah. Listen, you always get the good, you always get the bad with us.
Yes.
You've got 25 years here basically, and I've got 15. And we have yet to see the monster. Could the monster come again? What was it, 1989?
89. Hugo, yeah.
So it's possible. It's funny, when I first moved here, there was a couple of tropical storms and hurricanes that were headed towards South Carolina. I was gone.
I left in 1999, my first year.
Because I didn't know what to do. You put me in snow and ice, I know what to do. I did not know what to do when it got windy, but it's just not, in my 15 years, has not been a thing that has really caused us any real problems.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have your power outages here and there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have where everybody runs to the store because they're scared and the shelves are empty.
Yeah.
Those type of things. But it's not that scary for sure. Living here 25 years now, like I said, I've only left once. There's a couple other scares, but if you'll notice, if you got to go back, at least my experience, a lot of them kind of head towards Charleston and then they scoot up the coast.
We literally pray them away.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's my hot air blowing them off the coast, but yeah.
When I first moved here, so being a northerner and afraid of, I had young kids at home and I didn't want to be without power for weeks at a time. So I actually had the Generac company come out to my house to talk about putting a generator in. And my neighbor came over and says, "Hey Jeff, you do what you want to do, but you might want to check on the neighborhood Facebook page and see how often we've lost power in this neighborhood before you go spend 20 grand on a generator." And I did that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we were out 4 hours back in 2012."
Yeah.
But it's just all the utilities are underground now, and so it just hasn't really been a thing. And I've chosen to. Neither of us have a generator at our house, and not once have we ever been sorry that we've done that. And if the monster ever does come, we're just gonna leave.
We're probably gonna leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Disney for the week.
Yeah. Well, I'm Mark. This is Jeff. Thanks for watching. Down in the description, click on that link, book a Zoom call with us, and we'll see you on the next one.
See y'all.